Good morning. Happy Thursday to the best people in the whole wide world. So it's been a little while since I've been on here. And I've been thinking about you guys. I actually caught a stinking bug. And so I always give my staff a hard time because I seriously have not been sick in like 2 years, like at all. And so I always give my staff a hard time and tell them that, you know, they're not taking enough injections, they're not strong enough. And so I actually was kind of being quiet about it. At first started off with kind of like just like stomach. And I was like, oh, this is kind of weird, you know, but I just didn't really think anything of it. And then I woke up yesterday and like my chest and everything. And so I had to tell them yesterday, like, guys, I am sick. But I'm going to tell you guys something that I always tell you guys that I swear by. And I don't know the logistics, like don't, you know, go hold this against me, but I'm just telling you a personal experience for me. And I always tell everybody, so I am a huge believer in NAD. And luckily we're actually on vacation and I brought it with me. I brought some NAD with me, thankfully. And so yesterday, as soon as that came on, I did an NAD flush, which I tell you guys. So I did about 500 milligrams of NAD yesterday. And remember, we just do them in the injection. So I did them about 45 minutes apart, each one 125 milligrams. And I'm not kidding. Today, I feel 1,000 times better. I couldn't even get out of bed yesterday. It was just like my whole body ached. Everything was sore. So I am telling you guys know I've always been a huge believer of NAD. And I tell you guys, you've got to be taking that. It is seriously amazing. But anytime, and I think that is the reason why I have been so healthy. Not only that, I mean, I've taken Triimmune, as you guys know, that's one of my favorite injections. And I woke up yesterday, I'm like, I did not bring any Triimmune with me. And so, but I did my NAD flush yesterday and I feel like $1 million today. But what we got to talk about, guys, we have so much to talk about for our 18-week challengers. And I want to make sure that you guys are all on board with this. So first and foremost, guys, if you guys are doing our 18-week challenge, you know that we have those set out into 6-week increments, okay? So our first 6 week is going to be coming to an end. This coming Sunday will be our last day. So Monday, we will be starting our next 6-week challenge, okay? You guys should have already, if you guys are on our Trainerize app, which you should be if you're on that, you guys should have already gotten your next invite for our next 6-week challenge. And I think I have Carlo helping me on this, and I had a meeting with him on Monday about this. You should have gotten 2 invites, one for the next 6-week challenge, and we went ahead and we already did our second 6-week challenge, okay? So for that next 6-week challenge, guys, remember, you still are going to be required to do your 3 habits that you're working on right now. And then we've added 3 more, okay? And so the next 3 habits that we're going to be adding it's going to be that you have to document your food like you're doing. But now, whatever your goal weight is, you have to eat that in protein. Okay, protein is your fat burner, guys. This is one of the most important factors that I'm telling you guys that you guys are sleeping on. And if you guys would really start focusing your day around your protein, you are going to see the biggest change, not only in weight loss, but in your body, right? When you have enough protein, it starts being able to help your muscles, right? And that's what our goal is. I know a lot of us, we want to lose the weight, but you also don't want to have that skinny fat look, right? You want to have that tone look. That comes in that protein. So what I want you guys to focus on for these next 6 weeks is when you guys are putting your food in your app, the very first thing that you're going to make sure is, do I have enough protein for the day? Right? Because if you really start filling up your day with protein, you're then going to see that even your cravings for things are going to diminish tremendously. You're not going to have room for anything else when you start really focusing on that protein, okay? So that's the very first thing that we're adding. So you still have to document everything you're eating, but now we want to make sure that you're also, so if your goal weight is 130, you're going to get 130 grams of protein, okay? The only place that we're going to do this that I want to make sure is if your goal is anywhere over 150 and above that, then all we want you to focus on then would be 150 grams of protein, okay? So if your goal weight's 200, you just need to make sure you're getting in 150 grams of protein, okay? If your goal weight's 220, you just got to get in 150 grams of protein. If you get more, that's awesome, right? But I want to make sure that if your goal is ever 150 or over, we're always getting at least 150 grams of protein in, okay? So that's going to be added to your habits now, okay? You're also going to be having added to your habits is we are going to be doing a strength workout Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. 3 days a week, we're going to be doing your strength workout, okay? So you're still going to be required to do your 20-minute walk every single night after dinner, okay? That's not changing. But what we're also gonna add is a 30-minute strength workout, okay? You're gonna see on your guys' app that we've added a strength workout in there for you guys, okay? If you do your own strength workouts, awesome. I'm all for it, okay? But I just wanted to give you guys a strength workout just in case you don't have anything. This is where we're gonna start at, okay? When you guys get that strength workout, I don't know if it's on there or not. It might already be on your app. Actually, no, because I know we have it starting on Monday, so you probably won't see it. But if you guys want a harder workout than that, let me know, okay? I just made the workouts that way everybody could do it. But if you're like, hey, Soraya, I would rather have something a little bit harder, or, you know, whatever it might be, I'm on your team, guys. I'm here to give you what you want. This 18-week challenge is all about you, okay? So I just want to make sure you have some type of workout that you can do for these next 12 weeks, right? Because that's what we're going to be doing. But so all you're going to have to do now is just 3 days a week. You're going to do a 30-minute strength workout, okay? The workout that we've given you guys is one that you can do at your house if you have to, okay? If you don't have weights, we've given everybody one with like dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, no problem. Send me a message and I'm going to give you a body weight one, right? But we've got to start getting some strength training. Strength training is the most important factor, okay? I was just reading a study that I'm going to post to you guys. They actually did a study where they showed for fat loss, was it more important to do just cardio with weights, or just weights? And they found that just weights was the most important factor for fat loss, okay? So I want you guys to remember that, right? Start getting in some strength training, right? I think it's always so funny whenever I go to the gym, all I ever see are girls on the treadmill, right? I hardly ever see, right? Like, get off the treadmill, start lifting some heavy weights, right? Start getting that weight training going. That's the way that we're going to train and reshape that body, okay? And then lastly, you guys are going to have a journal that's going to be by your bed every single night. And every single night you are required to write 5 wins that you did for that day, okay? And I can't tell you guys, if you guys have seen, I did a video on this the other day. This is one of the most important factors that has changed my life, right? Is we all go to bed thinking what we should have done better, right? Okay, tomorrow I'm going to do this better. Tomorrow I'm going to work on this. No. You're going to start going to bed so proud of yourself. You are going to tell that subconscious mind what you're going to keep doing more of, right? So every single night you're going to write those 5 wins down. They might be diet wins, they might be workout wins, they might be mental wins, they might be money wins. I don't care what the wins are. But no longer are you going to go to bed telling yourself at all what you're going to do better tomorrow, right? You're going to every night go to bed with 5 wins that you did. And a win could be as simple as I followed my plan. I walked past, the candy drawer at my office. Whatever those wins are, you are going to celebrate those. And every single night before you go to bed, you're going to write them down. Okay? And I'm telling you guys, if you want to see transformation in your life, it starts here. Okay? It starts here. We've got to first start being so proud of ourselves. We got to start telling ourselves how freaking awesome we are, right? Because trust me, everyone else out there is always crapping on you, whatever it might be, right? And so you got to have that belief in you first, all right? I was actually just talking to one of my friends. His son is doing really great in baseball. And I told him, I said, you need to make sure that all you're telling him is he is the best, right? He is the best. And you make him tell himself he is the best. Because if you don't believe it, there's no way you can go out there and prove it to anybody else, right? So when you guys go to bed from now on, you're going to tell yourself how freaking awesome you are and the 5 wins that you did, right? That you're proud of yourself. So now that subconscious mind, all that's going through your mind when you're going to bed, I'm telling you guys, I used to not believe this either. I used to think it was some hocus pocus crap. But if you want to see real change, this is where it starts. Okay? This is where it starts. It starts in that subconscious mind, for you retraining it, for you start telling it how freaking awesome you are. Okay? And then, so you've got those 3 things that we're adding on to this next 6-week challenge. Okay? You're going to, every night before you go to bed, 5 wins. Okay? It's got a journal. Go get one. Anything. I don't care what it is. Whatever you need, but it stays by your bedside every single night before you go to bed. That's what you're doing. Okay? Second thing you're doing is you're making sure you're getting at least your goal weight in protein. If it's over 150 that your goal weight is, then you're going to get 150 grams of protein. And lastly, you're going to be getting 3 strength workouts in a week. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, okay? And I picked those days on purpose, okay? I don't know if you guys have seen that, it's all over the internet right now. And I only, not on the internet, on social media, but if you guys were to look at who I follow on social media, I only follow like motivational people, right? Because like I don't want to fill my mind with anything else, because there's so much crap and junk on social media that like I don't even want to see that. I don't even want to put that in my mind. So the only people that I really follow on social media are like, you know, inspirational, motivational people, David Goggins, you know what I'm saying? Andy Frisella, anyone that's like very motivational or that's going to be able to put good thoughts in my mind. So all I've seen lately is this thing by Huberman, right? And he was talking to David Goggins and he was telling him how there's actually a thing in our brain, right? Some type of muscle or whatever you want to call it in your brain, that every time that you do something that you don't want to do, that willpower muscle, right, grows. And that's how pretty soon you just see these people that are just unstoppable, right? Because every day they're doing the things that they don't want to do. And what happens? It's growing, it's growing, it's growing, right? Even something as stupid as writing in your book every night, right? Oh, it's stupid. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do that now because I want that muscle to grow, right? The 20-minute walk. Oh, it's just a 20-minute walk. Yeah, it's just a 20-minute walk. But if you don't want to do it, right, what's going to happen to that muscle now? So it's about doing the things that you don't want to do. That's how that muscle grows. And pretty soon you become the most unstoppable person there is, right? Because that muscle has gotten so big, right? And so after hearing that, every single time that I don't want to do something, right? Like I take cold showers in the morning. And when I'm like, oh, it's like, nope, you got to take this cold shower, right? I need that muscle to grow. Okay. So this is actually from Huberman, who's a scientist, who they say that they know that this muscle is real or whatever it is. I'm sure you guys will know more than me, but I'll figure out the exact term for you. But in order for it to grow, you have to do the things that you don't want to do. And pretty soon, the bigger it gets, the bigger it gets, the bigger it gets, you're just unstoppable, right? So I want you guys to remember that, okay? There's plenty of things that you don't want to do. Start doing them because it's going to slowly grow, right? And that's how we win this. It all comes down to willpower. It all comes down to this, right? It's all this. I don't know if you guys saw, I did a little Instagram video yesterday. I was doing my 20-minute walk and I was telling the story about how we have been in Seaside this week. And I have been bundled up in my jacket, like I have been freezing. And my friend, she posted on her social media, I didn't know she was here, and she posted this picture of her and she was like, it's been gorgeous here. It's the most beautiful weather. We're so grateful to be here, right? And afterwards, my husband sent her a picture of me all bundled up in my jacket, right? And he's like, where have you been? We've been freezing around here. And then she sends me, like to me personally on my phone, she's messaged me a picture of her like completely burnt. And she's like, oh my gosh, I am so burnt. Look at me, right? And so I stopped and I told my husband, I was like, your reality is only your reality, right? And it's what you make of it. And so it made me seriously think about when people are like on protocol or when they're on a certain diet or whatever it might be. And you talk to one person and they're telling you how terrible it is and how much they hate it and blah, 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 right? And then you talk to someone else and they're like, this is the best thing ever. Like it's got my mind straight. I'm now focused. I now know what I want to do, right? And so it's all in the way that you look at something. And so if you want to look at something and have a negative mindset about it or a negative attitude about it, guess what? You're right. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be the worst thing ever, right? Just like seriously, right after she said that, I was like, what a waste of the 3 days I just had. I've been over here telling myself it's cold and the weather sucks. And she's over here having the best time of her freaking life, right? And seriously, I changed my mindset like that, right? Like it all comes down to a mindset, right? I always tell you guys, change your mindset, change your life, okay? So if right now you're over here struggling, you're thinking something, what if you just flip that switch and you started thinking of all the positive things that are coming from it? Even if they're not, if you just tell yourself the positive things, what a different life you're going to have. Because I'm telling you guys, just in that moment, I flipped a switch. And it was like, enough with the crappiness, enough with why the weather, right? Like, get out there and go enjoy it. Like, you're freaking here, okay? Of course you can find, but what if you flip the switch and you just start telling yourself how great it was, right? What if in the morning, instead of you wake up and be like, oh, I'm so freaking glad I get to eat these eggs. I'm so glad that I know exactly what I got to do to lose this weight. I'm so glad that I got this coach here that's going to help me, right? Like, flip the switch. Don't let those negative thoughts, because I'm telling you guys, this literally just happened to me. Just happened to me, right? It's a flip of a switch. It's in your mind. It's your mindset. And until you change your mindset, you're never going to change your life. If you're going to go through every single diet that you've been on, think about it. How many diets are you on? You're like, oh, it didn't work for me. I couldn't do it. No. Start finding the reasons that it's going to work for you. Start finding the reasons why it's so great. Start finding the reasons why you can follow it. I know there's plenty of reasons why you can't, but there's also plenty of reasons why you can. And that's what you got to start figuring out. You got to start finding those why can you? How can I? Right? I tell my staff all the time, don't come to me with problems, come to me with the solutions. There's plenty of solutions out there. But you're right. If you only look at the problems, if you only see why it's not, you'll see that all day long. All day long that will be there. Right? But change your mindset. Start finding out how, why, when, right? I can do this. All right? I got them working. I'm here, so probably not gonna hear anymore. But I hope that resonates with you guys today, because it resonated with me. And I tell you guys this all the time, but even just something as stupid as the weather, right? Change your mindset. Change your freaking mindset. So anyways, guys, I love you guys. If you guys are doing our 18-week challenge, I'm so excited for the next 6 weeks. And remember, if you kind of had a bad last 6 weeks, it's okay. It doesn't matter, because guess what? We get to start fresh now. That's the reason why we did that for, okay? The last thing I want to remind you guys is the 6-week challenge where there are 2 options. You could get your points to win injections, or you could have lost 10 pounds, right? If you lost 10 pounds these last 6 weeks, you automatically get your 5 injections, okay? If you did not, right, and you did the point system, then you'll get your injections based off of your points, okay? But remember, we all get a fresh start this coming Monday, all right? So get on it, get prepared, get organized, and I can't wait to see what you guys are gonna feel and see when you really start focusing on protein. This is the game changer of all game changers, okay? No matter what, especially as women, as we age, we are not getting enough protein, okay? Protein is so important, so I want you to really start focusing on that and see the difference it's gonna make in your life. All right, guys, hope you guys have the best day ever. And remember, reach out to me. I am on your team. I am on a mission to help as many people as I can win this battle, because it really is a battle and it's never over. And so if you're someone that you've done good and you've come back, I'm with you. That's my battle, right? And that's what I'm here to do, is help as many people as I can know it's never too late. And you're gonna have ups and you're gonna have downs, but guess what? We're never gonna quit, and we can't quit. We can't quit, right? But if we can do things to kind of help us, and if we can get a team, right? If we can get a community together, because your community is what matters, right? This is what matters. You've got to have a community that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to be there for you. We're going to cheer each other on, and that's how we win this. All right? All right, guys. I love you. Have the best day ever, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.